Bruce, I'd like to thank you for the Daydream helmet you gave me.
That's not what it's called.
I can daydream. Yeah, it's called Google
Daydream View VR.
I still don't get it. There's so much space back here.
I don't.
Like,
yeah,
I can get my whole finger in there.
Well, what's it like in there? Let's see what his eyes look like.
Hello, world.
It magnifies your eyes.
I know.
Lean in closer. Lean in closer.
There it is.
You look like
He didn't know where it was.
Cartoon character.
He didn't know where it was.
This is what it's like to be Val Kilmer in the hit film The Saint. First one this week comes from the Alpha Ginger. What would be the plot of the Funhaus made-for-TV Christmas movie?
Topical.
I feel like it's got to involve some sort of religion at some point, right? I mean, it does. It has to. But I feel like it should involve every religion to be equal.
I like it.
There's the Ghost of Christmas Past, which is Jesus, whatever. And then the Ghost of Christmas Present, which is
Muhammad.
Yeah. Who's the Ghost of Christmas Future?
Cyber Jesus.
Cyber Jesus.
Oh, yeah, Krishna. Yeah, Cyber Krishna.
Well, we need to cover our Jewish bases, so we get a top Hollywood executive to produce the whole thing.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah.
But that's what it's about. Making this movie.
Adam Sandler.
Yeah, Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler's in it.
Oh,
Is that your Adam Sandler impression? It's probably gonna tell
yeah, Don liked it.
Dead Ringer.
Who's the star of the film?
John Boyega.
John Boyega.
Oh.
He plays
So
the
hot
youngest
right
of
now.
the children.
Yeah.
Okay.
David Spade as an elf.
David Spade, Rob Schneider,
Oh yeah, we get that whole crew.
all the
together.
usual
wait.
suspects.
Kevin James
Kevin
plays
James,
Santa
too?
Claus.
We resurrect Chris Farley, or we find his brother. He's probably available.
Yeah, his brother's available.
Kevin Farley?
Yeah, Kevin Farley.
And then Paul Walker's brother we'll get.
Gene Wilder have a brother? Let's get him.
What's it called?
Hold on, let's let Matt Peak. Give him the first word, and then Matt Peak will improv out of it.
The Kwanzaa
Adventure.
Conundrum.
I was gonna say.
Close enough.
I was gonna say we call it "Come on, ye faithful."
I don't know why did it turn into a porno, but that's
they
weird.
fuck. Everything we
okay,
just
all right.
mentioned fucks.
Well, it's about bringing the world together.
Got it. That makes sense. Next question from Javier Fitzgibbons. If the Funhouse Gang were to host a morning show, what would each of your specialty segments be?
I don't really watch morning shows.
It's usually just two drunk chicks yelling at
Yeah,
stuff.
I'd want to interview the drunk chicks. That'd be my segment.
On a
I have
morning show.
I have a drunk housewife on every single morning, and I ask her about stuff that doesn't matter and try and get her to be really impassioned about it and like start shouting at me.
I would do celebrity news, but they would all be about dead celebrities' brothers.
Right.
So I would go to them and interview them about how it was when their brother.
How much better their sibling is than they are, even though they're dead.
Their agents are getting them more work.
I was going to say, but
somehow.
now they're getting a lot of work and
Oh,
they're getting
yeah.
more money because their siblings are dead.
So
Like,
things really picked up for you after your brother died.
isn't that
Suspicious.
I would be the animal wrangler. So I would have
Oh, yeah.
an exotic animal, but then I would every segment would end with me getting bit or stung or just a
You know this is
snake
a daily show.
Tightening around your neck.
So every segment would end with just somebody running on and injecting me with an
Antivenom?
antidote.
Yeah.
I would like to be the man on the street whenever there's a guy outside the window. He's talking to people, except we're going to do this in like a low income part of town.
Yeah.
So
Where we work
I'm
now?
just always getting stabbed every day.
Oh, yeah, it's a drive-by.
It's not a successful show unless there's one good shank.
That's good.
We call it Shanksgiving.
Nice, good. Thanks for the name.
Don?
There's always a cooking segment, I guess, on these shows.
That's true.
So I would host the cooking segment, but I'd be cooking up like illegal drugs, you know, like cooking meth, showing people how to make crack. But then for the housewives at home, because that's the majority of the audience, right? I'd have to show like how to make like street Prozac, things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Street Prozac.
Yeah,
They could just buy it, but
Yeah, I mean, they're rich. but
save
it's
some
okay.
money and you get to do something crafty.
Wow,
Yeah.
you're a hero.
Matt Peak?
My segment would be about like ways to wake up even when you're at work and you still haven't quite woken up yet, because that's something I struggle with. And,
So what would the ways be?
I don't know. I'd be like doing jumping jacks or just try and like look at the sun, or none of it would work.
Look at the sun.
doesn't that make you more sleepy?
Maybe that's what I've been
your
doing
problem.
wrong. That's what I've been doing
Someone
wrong.
tricked Peak. He's like, hey, if you're ever tired at work, Peak, just close your eyes, cover yourself in warm blankets. You'll wake right up. Kev laid an egg. If you could have sex with any character from Who Killed Roger, that's not the right title. Who would it be and why?
Maybe this is a different movie.
I would have sex with the gorilla, that's the bouncer at the
wow.
nightclub, because, you know, giant monkey.
I'd have sex with the weasel in the zoot suit.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, one of them has a straight jacket, but the
that's
main guy That main guy.
Yeah, the evil one, right? The
Well,
evil-
they're all evil, but
Are
yeah,
they?
the main Zoot Suit Weasel.
Right.
I would have sex with him because I think he's got great style.
What are you, Adam?
Mount Doom or whatever his name was.
Judge
Judge
Doom.
Doom.
Because he's so flexible.
Yeah.
That
so
makes
after
sense.
his cartoon.
Oh,
transition.
absolutely.
And you would drop your pants and his eyes would just.
And he comes just like this.
I hate when he screams.
Yeah, it's
I
great.
hate when he screams.
Hello, kids. You like Nightmare Fuel? Here
I
you
hate
go.
it.
Zemeckis, you're a genius.
Don?
I suppose I would probably try to court that little shoe that gets melted in the barrel.
Nice.
Because
gonna
I
put
liked
something
how
in there.
I liked how submissive she was.
I like that you applied the female gender to the shoe.
Thank you.
I mean, there is a giant hole in it.
Laces out.
Nobody said this yet. Bob Hoskins, guys.
Oh,
dead.
oh!
Bob Hoskins. Come on, he's the main character. who
Mario
killed
had
the
Roger
the
Rabbit.
suit though.
Yeah.
You gotta.
That's
he was
so
fucking
large.
He played. What's his resume? He played Mario,
Hook, son of, or friend of Hook.
And he's
Friend of Hook?
got a dead brother in that movie.
Can you imagine my career would skyrocket if I had sex with
That's
him?
true.
Right now, he's just a corpse, though.
Matt Peak.
When he first drives into Toontown, there's that sun cartoon in the sky. I'd go with that.
I would fuck everything in that movie.
Yeah.
This is from Super Pie 64. What does each member of Funhaus think will be the new hip trend in 2017?
Dead celebrity siblings. Every celebrity who's died, their sibling is going to come back, and then they're going to be even bigger than ever.
So I think it's going to be a literal hip trend.
Okay.
Where, you know how in the 90s people really liked a lot of like face jewelry? So girls would wear like shiny jewels by their eyes and stuff. People wearing jewels on their hips.
Ooh.
So like Bruce will come to the office one day, he'll call Adam, he'll say, hey Adam, guess what? And then he'll
What's
pull
that?
down his waistband a little bit, show off his like hip jewels.
okay, like
He
a
has
dangly
loose
little-
twist skin.
Oh, I
Yeah,
like it 'cause
it's
it's
really
hidden.
sexy. The guys can do it, the girls can do it, and then maybe Adam's got something he shows off to Bruce, and then they can link them together. Like it's like a friendship.
Pokemon.
It's like a friendship bracelet almost. You link your hip jewels together.
Why hold hands when we just interlock our hip jewelry?
My new hip trend would be I would take away all five senses, and then I would try and live everyday life. So I would blind myself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't smell anything.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to touch anything.
Yep.
No more tasting. You could have sex with condoms.
You won't feel anything.
You could hug with clothes on.
You won't feel this. You're just taking things that people like to do that feel good, and you're removing them.
Yes, that's new and hip. That's what hipsters do. You realize that? They get rid of the stuff that you really want, like Walmart, McDonald's, and go to stupid local coffee shops.
Since we can all agree that 2016 was the year of the cane, when canes were cool.
Right.
Wheelchairs. I figure you don't have to be disabled, but
Yeah.
everyone's just gonna be rolling around in wheelchairs,
I would agree.
blinged
People
out.
are getting fatter.
Yeah. Well, no, it doesn't necessarily have to be fat. It's just it's a lifestyle choice.
You also get shredded. Your arms get shredded.
Don, you want to read the next one?
I love to. Alistair Catley writes in, upon death, God tells you that you can be reincarnated in any time period of your choosing. Which time period do you choose and why?
The future.
What part of the future?
1,000 years from now.
1,000 years from now.
1,000 years from now.
All right, that sounds good.
So I'll finally get my Tesla.
10,000 years from now.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I win.
All
See,
right.
but maybe, who knows? Maybe that's Waterworld territory.
I'm going all the way back to Egyptian times, where Egyptian times they had stargates, and then I could use the stargate to go to the future.
I got some bad news for you, Bruce.
Yeah,
The Stargate sequel has been canceled.
but Kurt Russell signed on.
He's waiting for his phone to ring right now.
Goldie!
Elise.
So I would go to turn of the century-ish England during the reign of terror imposed upon London by Jack the Ripper.
Cool.
And I would go undercover as a prostitute,
Undercover. You'd be a prostitute.
This is gonna end well.
attempting to catch Jack the Ripper. But I would also be doing this because I really loved how like very uneducated women talked during that time. Like, oh, we've got a live one on our hands.
Does it sound like a
fresh
Muppet?
in your drink.
Why do you? Why
Is
are
that
your
uneducated?
jaw's wired shut?
Misa no want to catch a Jack the Ripper.
Well, you guys ruined my dream.
Your dream was to be raped and killed
Cut into it
by
that
a serial killer.
I was gonna be the hero. I was gonna be the hero.
Don.
Yeah, I guess I just go back to the early 90s, to the release of the N64.
Oh, right.
And
For Wave Race.
I would just dominate at Wave Race.
Wave-
Yeah.
Game
I'd be
attack.
king again. It'd be my time.
Matt Peak.
The 50s might be cool. Like hang out with the fawns or something.
I
It's not
don't
real.
know if you would hang out with the
Well,
Fonz.
also
just
the
'cause you got
Fonz was a character
That's
from
not how it
the
works.
70s.
I thought you said hang
And
out
it
at
was a
Vaughn's.
television show. He's not real.
Pete's gonna be so disappointed when he wakes up.
He's gonna show up in the 50s. Where's the
All right,
Fonz?
Fonz. Check the phone books.
You're gonna die. at
Operator,
26.
connect me to the Fonz.
Pete goes in his bathroom and he combs his hair.
Oh, yeah.
And then he walks
No.
out and he goes, hey, and there's nobody there. Just an empty house. He's been robbed.
Jack the Ripper comes up.
Matt Pig, last question.
Bomana 3, vagina versus dick versus ass.
Hips is a vagina.
Depends on how good you are, Elise. How many layers deep you can hack. It's more of a test, and I've placed several treats along the way. There's
It's just folders within
Yeah,
folders.
yeah. It's just a folder that says, "Please don't go further.
don't
No
open
more.
it.
Stop
Don't
going.
open.
Stop.
Do not hack.
little text file. Okay, you got me. .txt. Wookiee has a wizard dick.